Hi chess fans, welcome to Better Moves. Again, we will look at a few positions and you will in this video learn more than 5 techniques to improve your practical play and to gain an advantage. So, we're gonna look at the first moves rather quickly. e4, c6, d4, d5, knight c3, d takes, knight f6, knight f6 check. This is a variation of the Caro-Kann where black immediately plays knight f6 and allows and accepts a double pawn in exchange for some play in the center. Knight f3, g4, bishop e2, e6, bishop f4, bishop d6, bishop h6, knight to d7, queen e2, queen b6, castle, castle, bishop f4, bishop takes, queen takes, bishop takes, bishop takes. And the idea of black is a little bit that hopefully the activity of this bishop is blocked by the pawns who are all on the light squares, and the knight maybe is a little better. That's why black exchanges or wants to exchange queens. Queen h6, rook d, g8, g3, queen h5 attacking the pawn, a3, and black wants to exchange queens, get rid of his pawn, and try to accentuate the bad position of the bishop. After bishop h5, rook protects the pawn, knight kicks the bishop away, bishop f3, rook d8, c3 and g4. The bishop is forced to a relatively bad square and maybe black has a little bit easier play in this position. The game continued f3, rook h6, and black plans to double rooks on the h-file and push the h-pawn forward. Rook e5, white also tries to activate his rooks, rook dh8, and now white is considering playing h3. What do you think about this move? Would you play this move in a practical game? And is there maybe some problems with this move? If you want, pause your video for a minute to look at this position. Okay, best move would be to just leave the pawn where it is and play something like rook g5. And the problem is that after h3, white can take, bishop can take, and now black doesn't have to push the pawn forward, but important technique, the rooks can simply swing over to the other file and white will lose a pawn. So important technique to learn here, the rooks can swing over to a different file. And now white was losing a pawn and the game continued with the rook ending with one pawn down. Where white played rook h5, rook g2, blocking the king, rook h7, attacking the pawn, rook f2 protecting the pawn, rook h8 giving a check, king moves up, rook f8, a5. And in this position white was considering to play rook a8. What do you think about this move? Does white have a better move available? Okay, the best move would be to play a4. And the point is that black's plan is to move this pawn forward and to make sure that this pawn stays where it is. It's a weak backward pawn, and once the pawn is on a4, it controls the b3 square and the b2 pawn can never move up, which also means the king has to stay protecting this pawn all the time. And to counter this plan, white can move the a4 pawn forward. It cannot be so easily attacked here, and it allows white to get rid of this weakness later. So the key technique here is to make sure your opponent doesn't fix a weakness. Okay, white played rook a8, attacking the pawn, and in this position here, black protected the pawn with b6, and white gave a check on e7, king b8, rook e7, and in this position here, black is considering playing b5. What do you think about this move? Okay, similar theme than before. The best move would be to play a5, to play a4, fixing the weakness. A very important technique, fixing the opponent's weakness. Not only is this pawn weak, but it also keeps this king occupied. And black has the opportunity to do this right away. In the game, black played b5, which allows white to play b3, and now white does not have any weaknesses anymore. He's still a pawn down, but he's in a much better position now. If now a4, white can take, and those two pawns can be attacked by the rook. Okay, in the game, black played b5, and white continued giving a check, so white did not take advantage of playing b3, and the rook attacks the pawn, and now the pawn even moves forward. And his weakness is fixed. Okay, in this position, white was considering playing rook a7 check. What do you think about this move? Okay, white is a pawn down, and he has to try to either harass black or to create some counterplay. Usually it's better to create counterplay. And what rook a7 does is it harasses black a little bit, so the king has to move, and other than this it does not do more, so it's basically a waiting move. In this position here, white had the opportunity to play c4. c4 attacks b5, and the key technique to learn here is attacking the base of a pawn chain. This is a pawn chain, and we are trying to attack on the base of the pawn chain. And the point is that if the pawn takes now, rook can take pawn, and those pawns are now weak and can be attacked by white's rook. And if instead black in this position plays f5, simply moving the pawn forward, the rook can now also attack the base of the pawn and is now threatening after rook f4, for example, to exchange some pawns, and white is already much better in this position. So key technique to keep in mind here, attacking the base of the pawn chain. Okay, in the game after check, the game continued. Black tries to push the passed pawn. White tries to harass the pawn, and in this position here, white considered to play move rook to h1. What do you think about this move? Okay, what rook h1 does, it controls the pawning square. So far, so good. But the key technique here is, what is the best place for the defending rook? If you are a pawn down in a rook ending, you always have to ask yourself, what is the best defending place for the rook? And the best place is rook f4, because on this square the rook also controls the pawning square, and it also makes sure that the king cannot so easily run to this side. So this square is much better than this square. Okay, but in the game, rook h1, king d6, rook e1, looking to attack the e6 pawn. And in this position here, black was initially maybe thinking running inside here, but now that the right rook is attacking the e6 pawn, black was considering moving the king to e7. What do you think about this move? And is there something better that black can do? Okay, black could simply continue with his plan, moving the king forward, king to d5, and after rook e3, king to c4, black can allow white to take this pawn because black has rook e2. And in this position, if the rook takes, pawn takes, and if the king approaches, the black king can penetrate the pawns and win these pawns and then push this pawn forward. And if the rook goes behind the f pawn, the f pawn can advance, and black can give a check. And this move gives both a check and controls the queening square. So this is an important technique, giving a check and at the same time controlling the queening square. And there's nothing that white can do. Okay, similarly after rook c6 check, king d3 threatens mate. So white has to play b3, and in the same spirit f2, king f6, giving a check and at the same time controlling the queening square. Okay, in the game, black played king to e7, attempting to run to the other side, and in this position here, the rook, white is planning to play the rook on h1. So what do you think about this plan? Do you think about this defensive plan? Rook to h1. Is this a good move or a bad move? Okay, white attempts to keep on this back rank, to stay on this back rank, and maybe give some checks from the side. But the better move would be to play rook to e3. And the key technique here is that on e3 the rook attacks two pawns, and this pawn is protected by this king, and this pawn is protected by this rook. So while white is attacking these two pawns, it keeps both the rook and the king occupied with the defense. So for example, if king f6, the king can move forward to d1, because if the rook now takes the pawn on b2, we can take the pawn, because this rook was busy defending this pawn. So the king can move and activate because the rook is on e3 and can then take the pawn on f3. White is still not good in this position, but the king is activated a little bit more. Okay, so key technique here, the rook wants to move to squares where it can attack pawns, like here. Okay, in the game rook h1, and black played king f6, following his plan moving to the other side, and the game continued rook g1, king f5, rook e1, g2, king e5, king f6, and white resigned because the pawn will move forward. Okay, let's review the concept in this video. In this position, h3 is a bad move because black has the resource of swinging the rooks over to a different file. Very important technique, swinging the rooks over to a different file. In this position here, rather than playing b5 and allowing white to play b3, playing a4 and fixing a weakness. Very important technique, fixing a weakness. And in this position here, rather than playing a7 to give a check, attacking the base of the pawn chain. Very important technique, even if in this position black simply ignores, we can attack the base of the pawn chain with the rook as well. Okay, in this position here, what is the best place for the rook? This is not a good place, this is a better place, because here the rook controls both this queening square and it keeps out the black king from coming over to the other side. So the technique is find the best square for the defending rook. And in this position here, black can simply give up this pawn and advance the king further. And the point is that black has the technique to both give a check and control the queening square. Okay, lastly in this position here, again the rule for the defending rook, the rook always wants to go where it can attack two pawns because it keeps the defending pieces occupied. And this concludes the video. I hope you learned a lot for your practical games. If you have any questions, post them in the comments. And if you like this video, don't forget to click subscribe so YouTube sends you an update once new videos become available. Thanks a lot.